Welcome back to Pink Planner Boutique. And if you are new here, thank you so much for clicking on today's video. If you are one of my current subscribers, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you all more than you even know. So, we've got a lot to talk about. So, go grab a drink, grab a snack, and I'll be right back. Where to begin? So I think when we last left off, I was planning in my B6 Stalogy, which I have right here. And I did use it for, let's see, I used it for June, all of July, pretty much all of August. No, I did use it for all of August. And then I set up for September. And got that all done. And then just never used the rest of this because I got a wild hair and decided that I was going to jump into my Hobonichi cousin. Now, this Hobonichi cousin is, my kids were down from Washington and they like dispensaries, and so they got me a sticker. So ignore that. Anyway, so this cousin is from 2024, I believe. Yeah, 2024. So I am redating all of it. None of it is current. So everything that you are going to see as I do my flip is all me redating it. And with stickers, you can redate anything. I mean, you can make a blank piece of paper a planner with the right stickers. So I have been using this for the entire month of September. So this was my monthly. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit. No, okay. Let me just take that off there. I have a couple things to show you. So this is my monthly, and I'm getting ready to lay October down. That will be a separate video. So this is my October kit. And then I went through a couple, ways of using the weekly section. Now see, when I tried using this back in 2024, my weekly section, I was using this cousin like everybody else does. And that doesn't work for me because I don't have so much going on in my life that I need a weekly layout and a daily layout. And I also don't have enough to journal about to make this all just home stuff and the daily pages just journals. So it was frustrating me, and I ended up just putting it on a shelf and forgetting about it. So what I've done is I turned this into what actually works for me, and me making it work for me rather than me trying to make it work for it. So what I did this first week was not, it looks good. I love the aesthetic of it, but it was not useful for me in the way that I needed this to be. And I had decided that the weekly section was going to be for my shop. And it just wasn't enough. So the following week, I decided, let me do what I need to do, because I don't need a Saturday and Sunday, because I don't really typically do any work for my sticker shop on the weekends. So I turned this into kind of like the teacher layout, right? Where they have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And then I made the days of the week the sections that I needed. And in theory, it was a great idea. But again, it just kind of didn't really work, but I gave it one more shot. And I didn't really use it this week. I think we were on a trip this week. So Yeah, I think we were on a trip this week, so I didn't really use it. I didn't even really work, to be truthful. So then the next week, which this was for last week, I decided I'm not going to use it for my sticker shop anymore, and I will explain why. So I turned this into my week at a glance, right? So for those of you that are familiar, I used the Erin Condren Daily Duo for quite a long time, and that was my, pretty much my ride or die. So I was really missing that aspect. I love filling out the week at a glance. I love, keeping track of certain things and having a grocery list. And so what I did was I designed a special kit for myself that's going to go on these weekly sections, and it's going to be my week at a glance. So I'm planning on using this Hobonichi cousin until the end of this year. So from the start of September until the end of December. January 1st, I'm going to be going back into a daily duo. Anyway, so until then, I'm going to make the Hobonichi cousin basically my daily duo, and you'll see even more of that as I go to the daily section. So this was last week, and I liked it. It worked out pretty well. I'm able to have my grocery list. I'm able to keep track of the things that I need to get to make my parrots their chop. And I enjoy this. I really do. So this is going to be my week at a glance kit for the coming week, for this week. I just haven't done it yet. I'm going to be doing this on video, just not this video. And this is page 2. So the week at a glance, I don't know if I have one person that is purchasing a couple of these kits. I don't know of anyone else that does this, but if this is something that you are interested in, it does come in a kit. It is 2 pages. And I can modify some of the scripts on this because, like I said, I created this kit specifically for me. So a lot of the scripts and the icons are personal for me, like things that I personally need and use in my life. But that can be changed. So this is going to be what I'm going to be using for that. So then we go to the daily section, and let's see. Oh, this is my testing page for my week at a glance. So this is how I was using it back in 2024 for a weekly section, and it just didn't work for me. I ended up getting so frustrated I just completely stopped using it, period. These extra pages that are in between the weekly section and the daily section, I used as kind of like my typical packing list. So now that I've got it here, I can always refer back to this. So this initially said January, which is why you see the blue behind it. But I like to keep track of certain things for the whole entire month. Like, what movies did we watch? What TV shows did I watch? Do I have any, things that I need to get out of my head of what I would like to get done around the house? Things like that. So I just created my own page to stick down and to keep track of these things. So this is what I've been using for the daily section. Now you'll see there's an evolution of the kits that I created for this as well. So as you'll notice, it's pretty much the same layout as the Daily Duo. I just don't have that big box that they have down below, but I have my time section, my to-do list, and I always include this little box here of a priority of what I would like to do for that day. And then I do at the top have my information box, so the things that I like to keep track of, and then my weather. Oh, and on this day, so I will insert a picture here of the newest parrot that we got. Yeah, now we have 2 because one wasn't crazy enough. We got 2. So you guys have seen Stella. What if we we picked up a rose-breasted gala, and if you don't know what that is, it is a gorgeous pink and gray bird with like a crown of feathers on top of their head that perk up when they get excited. And it's so adorable. So I will tell his story at a later time, but we did send the DNA test in because we did that with Stella, and it came back that the bird that we thought was female is actually male. So now we have a rooster instead of a Rosie. So, and he's adorable. So this was the first week in it. So I did write a reflection of, you know, what I thought about it, what I could change. Obviously the stickers were not laid down straight, but I was more concerned about getting the stickers in and testing it out. And while I loved this layout and the way that I had it, there were certain things that were lacking for me. So the following week, I changed it up. So in this week, I laid down each of those individual elements up here. For this week, minus the weather, because that is not a constant, it does not stay the same, I have certain things pre-printed. So this is a blank box that has dinner, weather, and my APS thing pre-printed on it, and then I write in the weather and what I've eaten and what the daily electric usage is. And on the bottom here, instead of it being just decorational and useless, I've turned it into also a functional area. So I keep track of what I'm watching, my water intake, my steps, and what zone for cleaning that I would like to focus on for that day. And also my top priority for the day. And these are stickers that I added in. So, but this also, so here's an example of why I was missing my week at a glance page, because I'd have to use this space on whatever day I was ordering groceries to write out my grocery list. Not a huge, you know, problem, but just something that I noticed that I was missing. And I did notice though that one of the things that I thought that I really needed, which was journaling, I really don't need the journaling aspect so much. I have enough room on these pages to make little notes if I need to of like a core memory, you know? So I really didn't need the journaling aspect. Some days I did journal some things and I'll keep those private. But so this really fine-tuned in for me what I really loved about these pages, and it really has been working. So I don't do cleaning really. I mean, I do like spot cleaning, but I don't do big cleaning, and I don't really watch TV shows during the day on the weekends because we're doing things. So that's why those boxes are different. And then the new week, and I didn't change anything on this week. This week is exactly the same as the week before. Again, you'll see my grocery list here. And then I had to pack and get ready to go to California last week. And then this week I did change it up a little bit, and instead of it being a completely white box, I did put a design in there and just lowered the opacity to give it just a little bit of extra something, you know, which I thought was cool and I really liked. And then, yeah. So this is the kit that I'm going to be using for this current week in my daily section for the Hobonichi, and it is kit 082. I just love all the little, and I have not changed anything in this one since for the last week. I didn't change it from last week. It's obviously a new design, but like the elements have stayed the same. And let me just see. I got a little bit better light. The only thing that I did print out for myself this week was the box add-ons because I wanted to. So that is what I've been using instead of the Stalogy. Now, the next item is the Erin Condren 7x9 dashboard planner. I got this in just a few weeks ago. So I've already laid out my September monthly. And then I finally got to lay down my football stickers. Yay. And this is what I'm going to be, I have not designed this page yet. This is what I'm going to be using for my sticker shop. And you'll see kind of a little bit of an evolution with this as well as I work on trying to figure out what works best for it. So some of this was back planning because I didn't get this until, when did I get it? I think I didn't get it till the week of the 15th. So I had like 2 weeks to back plan and then a current week to plan. So this was a back plan week. That's why a lot of it is empty. And then this week I actually did get to use it, like actually use it in the moment. But it was also, a travel week. So I only had like 3 days to really be in it. And then this was the last week. And I did get a couple days to work. Our kids were down from Washington, and so I haven't really had a full week to be in this for working to see really how I need it to work for me. But I think I have a pretty good idea. So then here is October. October is super cute. I love the colors of this October monthly. So bright and fun and just love it. And so this is what I will be using for my dashboard planner for this week. This is going to be what my dashboard kit consists of. 2 pages. And at some point I will probably include a standalone script kit or script page, and by that I mean probably something along the lines of this, and then a standalone icon page. And I don't have one as an example right now because I have not printed it out or created it, but that will be included as a standalone option that you can choose to purchase if you want to. I know that there's a lot of people using this for personal life, and truthfully, if I didn't have any other planner to use at all, I could make this work for my sticker shop and for personal life very easily. It's got so much space on it. It is insane. I mean, I'm weekly, I'm trying to figure out different ways to use up all the sections and have it not go wasted. But so this is the planner that I'm going to set up with you today in this particular video. So you will have, let's see, I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4 videos coming, 4 other videos coming, because I'm also using my Hobonichi weeks, and I don't have the monthly set up yet, but let's see, that was 1 week. That was last year that I used it. Let's see, where is the current week? Did I go back? No. What did I do? Okay. So I kind of faux planned this week out. This is like a back planning week. And then this was last week. So I use this for my on the go. I have included a lot more things in here than I would normally do for my Hobonichi weeks. So I use this for like the whole year of 2023, I think it was. I mean, I used the heck out of this thing. But not in the way that most people would think. So this was anything that pertained to leaving the house. So if I needed to go to a store or a specific store or run a specific errand, it all went in here. This, my regular planner kept all my house stuff, and this kept all of the out of the house stuff and my shopping list and, you know, appointments or, you know, lunch dates or, you know, like we went to Topgolf that day. Things like that, just to keep track of what I needed to do. Or, you know, sometimes I kept little notes in here, but I used the heck out of this thing. And it worked, you know, it worked really great for keeping track of, you know, appointments. My husband sometimes has a lot of medical appointments. And, you know, we travel a fair amount. And, you know, just, it was good to keep track of things. And especially, you know, going to the doctor, you've got to know what you have in order to make appointments, especially, you know, a couple years ago, he had a lot of medical things going on. So it was very important to keep track of all of those appointments, all of follow-ups and procedures and just all kinds of things. So, yeah, I used it basically for the whole year and I loved it. I loved it so much that I tried to do the same thing in an undated version of it and it just didn't feel the same. And I don't know if anyone else is like this, but if the planner doesn't feel right, even if it's the same exact thing, if it doesn't feel right, I won't use it. Period. I just won't use it. So I'm hoping to get back into this. I know that this is mostly done, so I am going to use it through the month, through the rest of the year, and then just circle back and redate January through September and just use the heck out of it. So I'm going to keep using this. I will have plan with me's and setups and stuff like that on my channel for that, because I will be creating kits and everything for that. So also one of the things that I mean by if the planner doesn't feel right, I won't use it. Happy Planner has a dashboard planner, and I have purchased that dashboard planner multiple times because in theory, the idea of it is perfect, right? But it never clicked for me in the right way to make it work. And I just never could make it work. But this, truthfully, I think that I could use this for sticker shop and personal life all in one. But I'm extra and I like to show off stickers and I like to lay down stickers. So this is going to be sticker shop and the cousin is going to be my home personal life. And when January 1st rolls around, I'll be jumping out of the cousin and getting back into the daily duo. And I need your guys' help with something. You have to promise me that if I talk about leaving the daily duo again, you will shake the camera and tell me no, because that is where I belong and that's the planner that I am the happiest in. So anyway, let's get into this. Now, I will try to fill as much out with you guys as I possibly can. But some of these things are hard because I don't have a lot of planned things to document and record and plan per se, really. So it's hard for me to really sit down and go, okay, I'm going to be doing this on this day and this on this day. Even my tasks, I can sit there on Monday and go, okay, I'm going to do this on Thursday. And then when Thursday goes around, I'm going to be like, what was Monday me thinking? I am not doing that today. I don't know why I planned that for myself. So that's why when I do my day or like my daily setups, I don't write in my chores and my to-dos and all of that unless it's an appointment, because my days can change that drastically that it doesn't seem, I just don't like to do that. This is, like I said, for my shop. It is 2 kits. You've got page 1, it's got your date headers, and then a couple little other headers to add, and then 3 habit trackers. So it does come with the habit trackers already here on the page. I personally don't use the habit trackers. I like to put the boxes here. I've given you enough boxes that you can choose. And also, these boxes fit really well on here, or if you wanted to use one on one of the days. So I've given you 4 boxes, or you can also cover up 1 habit tracker with that and then throw down these 3 habit trackers. Okay, so then you have these flags are separate and these are on strips. And then you've got these strips that go across here, and you can mix and match, but they will match your days if you lay them out the way that I do. And then here's your strip that goes across the top. And I've also included a week of that can go right on that, or you don't have to add that if you don't want to. And then you've also got bullet points and boxes. The boxes, these go halfway across, or you've got ones that go all the way across. So one cool thing that I did notice is that if you have a 7x9 daily duo and you've purchased any kind of kits from anyone, including myself, the boxes on the daily duo are exactly the same size as the whole length of each day's box. And then I have 2 long washi strips and then 2 halves. So you can choose to go all the way across here, or you can choose to split that up, that one there and that one there, and then have one go all the way across, depending on what you want to do, or you can use the boxes to label it, whatever you want to do. So it gives you so many ways to make this your own and to really do what you need to do. You're going to get started. I'm going to start on this side and work my way over. And I like to cover this up because I don't need to know that it is, September, October, but I do like to know what week it is. And who knows, maybe one week I won't want to do that. So that's why I don't put it permanently on there. And this is week of September 29 through October 5th. And this is week, let's see. I did not add it there, did not add it there, or there. Okay, so this is going to be week 40. Okay, so these right here are pretty skinny, but they are just big enough to cover this without taking up a huge amount of space. And I just lay it down. And I like to lay them same color, because One thing that I do that I've seen a few do, but not all of them, those that use this, I do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I've even seen some that do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then they do a weekend box, and then they do Saturday, Sunday. But, you know, I don't really use my planner on the weekends, so I'm still trying to figure out if I'm going to leave the Saturday and Sunday boxes as is, or if I'm going to modify that. I mean, I really don't need any more actual space in the planner because it already gives so much. I mean, there's quite a few sections in it already. But it's such a quick and easy setup. You'll find that my intro and my talking about all my planner changes is going to take me longer than it's going to take to set this up. So that is everything that's been going on planner-wise. I really love the Stalogy, but I think the part that was really getting to me, and it's even the part that's getting to me with the cousin, is that unless I sticker it, I can't use it. The Stalogy especially, because it's literally a blank notebook until you make it a planner. And now with the Daily Duo, I did not mind if it wasn't set up yet before I started using it. It was easy enough to sticker around if I've written in it. So that's been my holdup so far. So I am just going to put this here and there. So pretty. So you'll see the reason that I said, depending on how you lay the stickers down, the little dividers here are going to match up exactly to your date dots. And this is why, because we're going to get down to Wednesday and Thursday, and then it's going to, the way that I've laid them out, Friday is going to go back here, and Friday is that color as well. So it just works out perfectly. So how has everyone been doing? How have you been doing with your planner choices since the summer/fall release? Have you gotten lured into anything new? Have you been sticking with what you chose? Have you been tempted by anything else? I haven't really been truly too tempted with anything. Other than obviously the Daily Duo, and I guess the good thing about that is that I, like with this particular planner, the way that they offer it, it's just getting worse and worse. The way that they offer it when they sell it is that you can have it start in September, or I think it was like July, August, or September, something like that. And so I had it start in September. The good thing with the Daily Duo, the only thing that's saving my wallet right now, is that I cannot get it to start at any other time except for July or January. So because it is that way, I know that I do not want to have it start in July and then have all those months wasted. And I'm not going to jump into it early for July or January. So I knew that wasn't down straight. Goodness. So that is my only saving grace right now with the Daily Duo, is knowing that I've really passed that window, that time threshold So I will not be getting the Daily Duo. Well, I will be getting the Daily Duo. I just won't be able to jump into it earlier like I was able to do with this, rather than having to wait until January, I guess, is my point. Whew, that was a long-winded way to say that. So I'm going to stick this here because I kind of like having it all, like all the labels are the same. Now this side. So like I said, I don't use the habits because this is like a work planner for me, and I really don't have work habits that I need to do. Although, you know what? I think this week we're gonna do some habits because I really, really would like to start fostering some things that I don't do on a regular basis that I want to. So we're gonna go ahead and use these this week, and let's see if I can get these laid down straight. Kind of, okay. So I don't think that's straight. Okay, it's okay. We can fix them. This removable sticker paper is a godsend for people who have lifetime passes to the struggle bus. Okay. That means that I can use either the pink or I think I'm gonna go with the pink. Yes. So this particular kit is my pink vampire kit for Halloween. And maybe I want to move that down. You know what? It's like that because, hold on. I do everything for a reason. I just need to listen. Okay, move that up. And then move that up. So it is one of my Halloween kits. I did probably way too many Halloween kits this year. But, you know, in my defense, I really love Halloween. And there we go. It's going to be good enough. That is going to be good enough. Okay, so I'm going to actually just use the habits label this week because why not? Okay, now the habits that I would like to foster is not being a perfectionist and laying down the sticker and then leaving it alone, which obviously is not going to be this week. Okay, leave it alone, stop. Okay, I want to post on Instagram. Okay, and I want to post on YouTube. And then this week I need to really focus on Etsy listings. Like every day. So I have the Hobonichi cousin. I have it for weekly kits, monthly kits, daily kits, then the Hobonichi weeks, the weekly portion, and then the monthly portion. Then I have the A5 and 7x9 daily duo kits, and the monthly kits, and then the dashboard, which thankfully is a 7x9, so the monthly and the dashboard pages all work for this planner as well as the daily duo for the 7x9. So there's that. And then, let's see, we're gonna do, I think this one because it's lined. And you just line this up here. I did design these that way there would be no guesswork needed, just kind of eyeball it and lay it down and not have to worry if it's like super exact and perfect, because I don't like any of the original stuff, you know, hanging over the edge. So we are going to label this what it says, priorities, and then call that good. And so I think this week, what I'm gonna do with this part of it is, for this one section right here, I'm gonna use my little, let's see, those are super cute. I'm gonna use these guys, this here, as that divider, and then this is here for this one. Okay, and then it's basically just going to say to do, but it's going to be for both sides, like for those. Okay, and then we're going to label this section notes. So the only other thing that I would change or add or create like an add-on for this particular kit is that I don't use habits every week, right? So I don't always need that one, but sometimes I need something different. So I might include something different, but I'm going to use something in here if I find something that I need. So let's see. I'm gonna add it to buy. I'm just gonna add that to the top like that. And then, because I'm extra, I love these little stars. I'm gonna add a little star here. Make sure I'm in frame. Now these aren't sized for this particular thing. They're sized more for right here, but I'm gonna make it work for right here. Because why not? And it's the perfect amount. And it gives it just a little extra pop. Okay, priorities for this week are going to be I'm gonna leave that one blank because I'm not sure yet. So yesterday, let's go to what I did yesterday. Yesterday I had to, How did I have that set up? I'm actually going to use one of these, even though I don't normally. Let's see, I worked on a custom order. I fiddled around with my printer all day because it didn't want to work exactly right until the very, very end of the day. So that was fun. And then let's see, what else did I do? Design. Dashboard kits. So I think the way that I'm going to work this is that each day is going to get like kind of like the rough or the broad view of what I need done. And then on the actual day itself, or on this side, is where I'll break things down. Pretty sure. Because it doesn't really give me enough space to like go super into detail about everything, which is fine, totally fine. Oh, it's not straight. Has your guys' weather started to cool down yet? Finally, we are like getting into a little bit of cooler weather, and I am so here for it. So here for it. Okay. First thing I'm doing today, the very first thing, I haven't even turned my computer on. All I did was hurry up, set up my iPad, and start recording. So, film, dash, planner, plan with me. Then I need to edit and upload. I need to finish Jennifer's custom order, and then I need to fill Etsy orders. And then I'm just gonna mark a little S next to those because I know that I need to ship those out today. Even though they probably won't be done before the mail comes, but they will be ready to go for tomorrow's mail. And then while I'm working on all of that, I also need to print and cut Candies October. Got an idea because, like I said, I don't need those. But I have these. And that works kind of cool. I need to stop fiddling. Tell me, stop fiddling. Okay, so that's cool. So I could actually, let's see. I have not tried any of this. So I'm looking at all this for the first time with you guys. Oh, so that fits pretty nicely right there. That is cool. Ah, okay. There we go. That's really cool. Okay, so, you know, I realized I didn't even get the date dots on. For the to-dos, I'm not going to make any notes here because I need to go through and break down my little, let me see if I can show you guys. Okay. This is my crazy, chaotic but very useful way that I keep track of the process of where I'm at when I'm doing my designing. So this is what I really need, but this will kind of keep me on track as far as, okay, do this, and check it off and whatnot. And then this will be for any notes that I have as I'm working on things. Like, I know that I want to design watch rings. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. You know, it's super easy, super simple. All right, so hopefully that was enough to show you how awesome this would be as an everyday planner if that's what you wanted, or if you wanted to use it for social media / work. It could be great for that too, obviously. But, you know, check it out. Maybe you'll like it, and definitely keep watching for more videos, because I will definitely be doing more setups and more plan with me. So if you have any questions, go ahead, shoot me a message, leave me a comment, you know, just actually leave me comments down below anyway. Let me know, what planner are you using right now? Are you tempted by anything else? Have you already jumped planners? Have you been in the same planner that you've been in since January? Did you change in July? What kind of stickers are you guys looking for? Are you inspired by anything? Is there something here that you absolutely loved and would love to see even more of? Or is there anything that you didn't see here that you would like to see? Just let me know. I am open to all of it. So with that said, I'm going to let you guys go because I have a couple more videos to film, and I will see you in the next one. All right. Have a good day. Bye.